Good morning. Welcome to Saturday morning meditation. We are going to start with saying 3 7-line prayer. Organ yogi num jansam pemage sardompoda yatsen chogi ngorubne pemajong jisurak koru kandro mangpokor ketki jesudak druki jinji lob chi shiksu so guru pema city home. Organ yogi num jansam pemage sardompola yatsen chogi ngodrupne pemajongne jisurak kordu kandro mangpokor ketki jesudak druki jinji lob chia sheksu so guru pema city home. Organ yogi num jansam pemage sardompola yatsen chogi ngodrupne pemajongne jisurak kordu kandro mangpokor ketki jesudak druki jinji lob chia sheksu so guru pema city home. Okay, let's take a moment to remember our motivation for being here today and to generate compassion. So, whenever we are beginning an activity, it's good to start by generating compassion for all sentient beings and establishing a pure motivation. So, there's many reasons that one might sit down to meditate. It lowers your blood pressure, it helps with anxiety, it's popular. There's a lot of reasons to meditate for personal reasons. But we always, in this tradition, we always start a meditation by first considering the suffering of all sentient beings, that they have all been our mothers and cared for us, and generating compassion for all sentient beings, and creating the intention that this practice of meditation that we engage in is going to bring benefit not only to ourselves but to all sentient beings who have been our mothers countless and countless times. And so we can use this time to learn to tame our mind, learn how to balance our emotions, and by working with our minds in this way, may all sentient beings learn to tame their minds and balance their emotions, and find connect with the bodhicitta and their own Buddha nature. So let's just take a moment to generate compassion and make the wish that our meditation together today will bring a measurable benefit not only to ourselves, but to all sentient beings. And the meditation that we'll be doing today is called Shamatha meditation, or Shine meditation. And this is taught by Jetsama Akanlamo in her book, Stabilizing the Mind. If you are interested in reading a book about meditation, Stabilizing the Mind is an excellent primer. It's available on Amazon, and it guides you through the basic meditation practice of Shamatha meditation and Vipassana meditation. So this kind of meditation, today what we're going to be doing is focusing our mind on the breath. And this kind of meditation trains our mind to be calm and relaxed while also being alert and wakeful. So usually our state of mind is like a crazy monkey running around getting into trouble, and constantly going and digging up stuff from the past and creating things about the future and reacting to everything that happens to us moment by moment. And that's kind of uh, that kind of mental experience doesn't create the environment for us to nurture compassion and nurture our good qualities. So by stabilizing our mind, by focusing on the breath and by stabilizing the mind, we can calm that down and practice being in a state where we are calm and relaxed, alert and wakeful. And in that state, it is much easier to practice compassion, to practice patience, generosity, to engage in the kind of qualities that we want to develop. Um, and the natural state of mind is actually when it is relaxed, stable, and open. So we spend all of this time with our minds not in their natural state. It's the usual state is the crazy monkey mind, but that's not the natural state of mind. The natural state of mind is relaxed, stable, and open. So when we meditate, a lot of times people might think that you are creating a meditative state. You are like as if meditation's like a pill or a drug that you're taking. You're creating a certain state that you enjoy the experience of. That's not the case. We're actually practicing having our mind being in its natural state. That's what we're trying to get to is experiencing the natural state of our mind. It's not something that we create. We're actually reconnecting with our natural state of mind. So anyone can meditate. People say, I can't meditate. And I think maybe they can't create this particular experience of meditation that they've been marketed to believe is what meditation is like. But you don't have to create anything. The natural state of mind is there. This is your natural state of mind. It's like your birthright. You have Buddha nature. You can connect with your Buddha seed, your inner compassionate nature. You have that seed of compassion. And you also have the ability to reconnect with this natural state of mind that is there all the time, not something you need to create. So, and meditating this way also, it creates space in the mind, which helps us to balance our emotions and gives us time between action and reaction, so that we're not flipping off people in traffic or yelling at our kids or clicking on every clickbait article that comes through our social media feed, or buying impulsive purchases. There's so many things so many examples of times in our lives when we just react. So meditating in this way gives us time between that action and reaction, which allows us to engage in situations with compassion and wisdom instead of our habitual reactive impulses. And creating this space in the mind, this is the first step in the development of bodhicitta, which is the compassionate wish to free all sentient beings from suffering. So there's a lot of really great reasons to meditate. So take a comfortable seat, either in a chair or sitting cross-legged on the floor. And then you can place your hands in your lap, gently relaxed. You can just lay them palms down on your thighs, or you can place one hand in the other with your thumbs touching and place your hands right below your navel. Either way, we're going to check in with our posture, make sure our spine is straight. You can imagine a thread running up your spine and out the crown of your head. Just pull that thread up. So your spine is nice and straight. Shoulders are open. Rib cage is open. You have room to breathe. We're not collapsing in on ourselves. The way we're sitting in our body is both awake and relaxed. Muscles are relaxed. Spine is straight. Muscles are relaxed. And then your eyes are going to remain open. So, if you are new to meditation and it's difficult for you to meditate with your eyes open and you want to close your eyes, that's okay. Um, but in this tradition, we typically meditate with our eyes open, and the reason for that is that in meditation, we're not trying to shut out the world. We're not trying to control the experience and to shut things out, to stop the distractions. We are open to the world around us. We are learning how to focus on our breath despite the distractions around us, despite the distractions in our own mind. Um, so we are practicing in the context of our life, of our environment. So we keep our eyes open, looking gently down. So you're not looking all around the room at all your distractions. You're looking gently down. Anything that happens is going to be in your peripheral view. You can imagine like a line going down the bridge of your nose down to the ground, and then just find a point along that line where it's comfortable to rest your gaze. And then lastly, what you're going to do is touch the tip of your tongue gently behind your front teeth. Just gently behind your front teeth. Now allow yourself to relax completely and breathe normally. Then put a very light attention on your breathing. Don't try to control it all. Don't try to control it at all. Just breathe naturally in your natural rhythm with the most gossamer thin attention on your breath. It's like taking your pulse. You don't put any pressure on it, just observe it. Your attention is like a feather, gently riding on the surface of your breath. And when thoughts come up, thoughts will come up. You will think of brilliant ideas. You'll think of, you might remember things like you left the oven on. Did you remember to do X, Y, or Z? You'll have brilliant ideas. You think, I need to stop meditating, write this down. You don't. Thoughts are going to come and go. Your ego is going to try to distract you from meditating. It will come up with the most awful thoughts. You can't believe you would think that. And it will come up with the most brilliant, wonderful thoughts. You can't believe you could have such great ideas. Anything to distract you. So when these thoughts come up, just let them go. Just let them go like bubbles popping on the surface of a pond. Just let them rise and pop. You don't even have to look to see what they are. Your meditation is not lost by hearing your thoughts, but by following them down the road. So when you find yourself following a thought, just drop it and return to your breath. And if it's really difficult for you to dismiss your thoughts, you can imagine tongs picking them up and dropping them, or you can visualize cutting the thoughts with scissors and throwing them away. But no matter what, you just always bring your attention back to your breath. You just return again and again to that gossamer thin attention on the surface of your breath. So we're going to do a short 5-minute meditation, and then we'll take a little break and we'll do a longer meditation. Okay. So just return again and again to that gossamer thin attention on the surface of your breath. Okay, so that was our little trial run, 5-minute trial run of meditation. If you haven't meditated much before, that may have felt like a very long time. If you've been meditating for a while, that may have felt like it went by in a second. Um, Meditating, even for just a couple minutes each day, even if you start with 1 minute of meditation and then build to 2 minutes, build to 3 minutes, just a little bit each day, is really helpful. Meditation is like an exercise. It's like, when you go to the gym to build up your muscles, you have to go with consistency and continue to work your muscles to get them strong. And it's the same way with meditation. We're building the muscle of meditation, and working against our habits of being wild in our minds normally. So so even just a little bit each day really helps. If you would like more support for your meditation practice, we will be doing a meditation challenge for the month of February. The annual meditation challenge asks people to commit to meditating for 5 minutes a day. There are a number of ways in which you could meditate. Our tradition has many ways to meditate. And this meditation that we're doing now on the breath, you can do the same kind of meditation focusing on a picture of the Buddha or on a flower or a candle. And then there's also meditations like Tonglen or sending and receiving. Jetsma has a meditation called the Light Expansion Prayer. There's a number of ways to meditate that have different purposes. And during the February meditation challenge, if you follow us on social media, we will be sharing lots of resources like guided meditation videos and tips on meditation, tips on how to meditate, teachings from Jetsma and other teachers in the Payal tradition on how to meditate. So a lot of really great tips and resources we'll be sharing on social media. You can also go to our website and go to tara.org/meditate to find all these resources. Just scroll down and you'll see an image talking about the meditation challenge, and click that and it'll take you to all of our meditation challenge resources. We have a playlist on our YouTube channel also that is all of the guided meditation videos. So just look for meditation challenge on our YouTube channel. So I hope you'll join us for the month of February. Just a few minutes each day for that entire month, and that'll really juice up your meditation practice. So let's do our next round of meditation. We'll meditate for a little bit longer this time. So sit up straight. Muscles are relaxed. I'm going to set the timer. And something to remember as we're doing this meditation is just meditation is can be very relaxing. So if you are finding yourself kind of getting sleepy, falling asleep, you can come back to that motivation that we set at the beginning of class, that compassionate motivation that we're doing this meditation for the benefit of all sentient beings. And with that motivation being like a fire in your heart, it keeps you awake and engaged. So that's a good way to combat sleepiness. And also another tip is that if you're feeling sleepy, you might raise the point where your eyes are resting. You might raise it a little bit, so your eyes are a little bit more open, letting a little bit more light in. And conversely, if you are feeling too mentally amped up, you might do the opposite, and you might just lower that gaze. So your head's staying still. Don't follow what my head's doing, but you can just lower your gaze so you're looking further down. So That's a way that you can kind of work with those mental energies. So we're going to sit up straight. Spine is straight, shoulders open, ribs are open, muscles are relaxed. Your eyes are open, gazing gently downward. And we're just going to put the slightest attention on our breath. Your attention is like a feather, gently riding on the surface of your breath. And throughout this meditation, just come back again and again to that gossamer thin attention on the surface of your breath. It's okay if you hear thoughts, no problem. Thoughts come, thoughts go, no problem. Just come back to that gossamer thin attention on the surface of your breath. So that's our meditation for today. And as always, we are going to close our class by saying some dedication prayers. I'll put those up on the screen now. Okay. I'll say these all together. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I have accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice, and all that I will ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every future life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the arising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, and whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, similarly I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms. Okay, thank you, everyone. See you next week.